Hi, this is John. Welcome to another video. I'm just back from vacation in France and stopped off in Paris and saw these musicians playing on the street. They were pretty good, so I quickly grabbed my iPhone and started recording. Now, as often happens, the video starts quite abruptly and finishes quite abruptly. And this is one of the situations where we can use fade. So I'm going to show you how to use this, and also the difference between fade in, fade out and ease in, ease out will become apparent by the end of the video. So I'm going to right click on the timeline, on the clip on the timeline, and you can see we have this section here called fade, and we have all these options to fade in and out on the audio, on the video, or on both. So I'm going to choose fade in and fade out, both video and audio on this particular track. And if I zoom in to the beginning, you can see that the keyframes have been added automatically, and the fade has been already applied. And going to the end of the video, if I zoom in again, you can see the fade has also been applied to the end. And this gives a nice pleasing smoothing effect and a more professional look. So let's just play the video and see how the beginning and the ending now looks with the fade applied. So jumping back to the beginning, and let's get to full screen. Turn on the audio so you can hear a bit of what I was actually recording. And this is the beginning. And now let's jump to the end of the video. I have to go back out of the full screen and jump to the end using, let's go back a bit and go back into full screen and play. So there we have it. You can see we have a nice smooth intro and a nice fade out and dipping to black at the ends. So that's how to use the fade function by right clicking on any clip in your timeline. Now I'm going to go on to the next step, which is the fade in and fade out, which is a manual operation using keyframes. So I have this still image, which is a JPEG, open on the timeline, and I'm going to use it in a slideshow. And I like to add some movement, a little bit of zoom to the individual photos and combine it with videos. So I have this video this still image selected on the timeline, and I can open the effects control panel and we can do some scaling. So I'm going to zoom right in at the beginning and click on the keyframe button for the start, and then I'm going to move in a little bit into the still and set the keyframe back to 100%. I can type 100 into the box, and that brings it full screen again, and a second keyframe will have been applied. And if I go back to the beginning, we can see the movement, and there it is. It's quite fast, and it stays on the screen, which is what I want at 100%. So if I open the keyframing panel by clicking on this stopwatch at the top here, you can see the keyframes that have been added. This is the first one, and this is the second one. And I said that this happens quite fast on this particular image, and we can change the speed by moving the keyframes apart or together. The more we move them together, the faster the effect. Let me just show you now what happens. That's again quite fast. So let's move them back again, and let's play from the beginning. It's a little bit slower, but to get something really smooth, this is where we can use the ease in and the ease out. So if I right click on this first keyframe, you can see at the bottom here we have ease in and ease out. Now it may seem less than intuitive, but we always start with the first keyframe using ease out. and you can see that it's changed from a diamond shape to an hourglass shape. And I'm going to right click on the second one. I'm going to right click on the second one and choose ease in. So effectively what we're doing is we're easing out of the first one and into the second one. I say it seems a little bit less than intuitive, but we always ease out and ease into. And that should introduce a little bit of smoothness. It's quite subtle, but it should give a more professional look. And there we have it. That's the slide, starting with a zoomed in position and then coming out. So that's how you can use ease in and ease out. You can use it on still images, on text, on objects, and where you have movement and you want to introduce movement or a change of position between two particular keyframes. So I hope that is clear to you, and that you'll understand the difference between fade in, fade out, and ease in, ease out. As always with Adobe, there's more than one way of doing things, and if you just want to end your video with a nice dissolve to black, you can actually use the transitions in the transitions panel. And there is a film fade. If you just type film into the search, you'll see this film dissolve transition come up, and if you drag it onto your clip, you can see it's applied this dissolve at the end, and if I play this, you can see the effect, and you get a nice fade out. You can actually change the duration in the effects control panel if you want to make it a longer fade. I just use the scrubby slider and drag to the right. That's increased it, as you can see. As it's been extended on the timeline, and if we now play this back, you can see we get a nice longer fade, a much more gradual fade. So that's a simple transition to fade out just on the video. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.